Hey everyone, welcome. I'm pretty stoked that there's this many people on. Tonight we're going to be talking about elite points and how to trend them. Pretty fun stuff. I'm going to go over the entire elite report again. I know I've done a call on this before, but it was asked to go over again, so that's the first diagram I have to show you. But first, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I want to put in play. It's going to start August 31st, so a week from Monday. I have been talking with a good friend of mine from the Dream Team, and we have decided that, at least for our teams, we have a lot of people who want to earn money for one reason or another, whether it's quit a job, retire a husband, pay off debt, whatever it is. We have a lot of diamond coaches on the team. We have a lot of emerald coaches on the team. We don't have many ruby, but you know, everybody skips ruby. But if we did, I don't think that they would be capping out at ruby pay. So I'm going to be focusing for 7 weeks on how to grow an income with Beachbody. It is one of the things that I have been able to do with volume. And I may not be, 10-star diamond getting 10-star bonus, but, I do know how to grow for volume. And this group is going to be, like I said, 7 weeks long. It's going to solely focus on how to grow your business for income. It's not going to put an emphasis on rank advancing. It's going to put you in a position and your team in a position where they are capping out, hopefully. They will get to where they cap out. And this is the idea behind it. If you have an emerald coach, yes, Kristen, I'm recording. If you have an emerald coach and they are capping out at the emerald pay, which is $250 a week, will they rank advance? Yes. They don't want to lose money, okay? It's incentive. If you have a ruby coach cashing out at $1,000 a week from their team, will they rank advance to diamond to make more money? Yes. If you have a diamond coach who is capping out at $2,000 a week, that's the cap out for a diamond coach. So just put it in perspective with what you're making and, where you want to be and what the cap out is for diamond. $2,000 a week just from cycle bonuses for a diamond coach. Will that diamond coach want to rank advance? Will they want to become a leader to grow a business? Yes. Will they become stable? Yes, because God forbid they lose an emerald or drop down to ruby, they're missing out on a whole bunch of money. Okay? Because when even if you're a lifetime diamond and you drop, you sacrifice that income. So just for example, if you are a diamond coach, you're capping out at $2,000 a week and your emerald drops. You drop to emerald, you now are only making $250 a week compared to your $2,000. That's a huge jump. So it may take longer for you to rank advance. Obviously, you're still going to work with coaches that want to go diamond, but the focus for this group is how to build an income, solely build an income. The rank will come with time because of placement. And once your legs get even and all that sort, you can start adding people to your strong leg and so back and forth. So the way that this group is going to work, like I said, it's 7 weeks long. It's kind of, it's not going to be strict as far as every day there's going to be a post. Every Monday, there's going to be a webinar on a topic for volume. And it's going to be run by me and Marsha Smirka. So we're going to be co-running this group together. We had a call today on it, and we will both be on the webinar. So you can jump on the webinar. It will be recorded if you cannot get on. You will then have 4 days to watch the webinar. And then on Thursdays, which we have to figure out time-wise, still how it's going to work. But we will be having a question and answer. So any questions that you have from the webinar that was on that Monday will be answered on that call on Thursday, and it's a live Zoom call just like this. And then you have the weekend to digest everything that was said and answered and all that good stuff, and put into play what we are talking about. So some of the topics are, your legs, placement, the importance of your second CBCs and all this good stuff. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely geared towards volume over rank. It's, I don't really know how to put it, but rank is good, but it doesn't put money in the bank. Okay. As you can tell, I talked to a 5-star elite coach today who makes less than $1,000 a week. 5 stars, 5-star. So it comes down to why you're in this business and where you want to go. I also talked to somebody who makes $120,000 a month. Okay, so there is a difference. One builds for volume, and one has shot up in rank, but there's no volume there. So I want you guys to think about where you want to go with this business. What means more? What is your why? And if you have interest, I'm going to actually post something in the Diamond group about this with more detail. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's coming up the pipeline for August 31st. 7 weeks, volume training, 100% up in your weekly cycle bonuses, and helping your team do the same. Okay, you want to create stability. You want to create lifetime diamonds, star diamonds. Okay, so you want that coming down the pipeline. You could have a diamond for a year that never drops rank, but they're only making $200 a week. So eventually they're going to say, what's the point of keeping this rank? Okay, so we need to be able to train them on how to grow the business end of it. So if you're excited about this, give me a thumbs up, because I'm super excited about this group. Like beyond excited. I'm very big on confirmations, and I've had like 7 in the past week that this is the route that I need to take for anybody who wants to jump on this train with me. So I'm pretty excited about that. So if you have any questions about it, just wait until I put all of the information in the Diamond group. And then I will be making a video on it for Revelation Fitness. You guys will then be able to tag your team in it and really get the ball rolling, because like I said, we start August 31st, which is a week from Monday. Okay? So, any questions? No? Okay. Then we're going to move on. We move on to beautiful elite training. This is the beautiful thing that I made. Can everybody see it? Because it's not very big on my screen. Hold on. Can you see it? Okay. So this is a Mimic Elite report. It's beautiful. I gotta read it backwards. Okay, so this is what your elite report looks like when it comes to you in the email, right? And you're like, what are all these numbers? So you're gonna have your points as of, and then the date. So obviously it's the end of the previous month. So we just got July's. Your elite ranking, which honestly means absolutely nothing at this point in the business, because it can change at the drop of a dime. It's quite scary. Your paid rank is important, obviously, because you have to be 5-star by the end of the year. So that's important to keep track of, obviously. And then you're going to have your 2014 ATV and your 2015 ATV. These have numbers in here. This is Mary W's elite report. She's made up, totally made up. These are just made up numbers, okay? And then you will have your personally sponsored coaches who advanced to diamond in 2015. You'll have a little number there. And then you have personally sponsored coaches who advanced to diamond in 2015 and were paid diamond as of the last time that this report was run, okay? That's important too. They have to be diamond, paid on December 31st, okay? So here are what you need to have for elite. You need to be a 5-star on December 31st. So even if you have it locked in the bag right now and you're a lifetime 5-star, you could still drop out that last week. So you just need to make sure all your ducks are in a row. you must have 2 paid diamonds advance this year in 2015, okay? So if you're brand new diamonds and you're shooting for this, or you're a brand new 1-star, 2-star, and you're shooting for elite, obviously you have to have 5 diamonds, so you'd have your 2. You just have to make sure that they're paid diamond on December 31st, along with you. And then you must have 135 elite points in this elite column, okay? With a minimum of 13 points in your ATV. No less. Are you with me so far? Just shake your head because I can only see some of you. Okay, so we're going to start with the incremental ATV, and this is the one that always gets people. I don't know why. This is your incremental ATV. These 2 numbers right here. And this comes from 3 levels down. So your coaches, and your coaches' coaches. Okay? So your first 3 levels of your business make up these 2 numbers. So if you have your elite report pulled up, you could just look at that. That's where you have to have the 13 points. If you have 0 points there right now, don't worry about it. It accrues fast. You have to have 10,000 PV points, ATV points, over what you had the year before. Okay? So let's just, this one right here, these 2 numbers are about 6,000 apart, 6,400 apart. So we need about, 3,400 left to go before they can get 1 point. After that 1 point, it starts to accrue fast because for every 10,000, you get another point. Okay, does that make sense? Every 10,000 above. So this person needs 130,000 before they can get 1 point. 10, okay? Personally sponsored coach PV is the next column. You have a maximum of 61 points there. So this is 2015 coaches only. So any coach that you've signed from January 1st to December 31st, their PV of sales, obviously because they don't get PV for coaches signing up, once that adds up to a 500, you get 1 point. Now this is not 500 per coach. This is 500 per every coach. So it's all added up. So if Joe had, 100 points and Sally had 300 points and Sam had 100 points, that's 500. So that's 1 point. Okay, following? So that's one way that you can earn points also. And then you have your personally sponsored coach success club. This are your personally sponsored coaches hitting success club. It's for 2014 and 2015 coaches. It's always 2 years. So next year for 2016, your 2014 coaches don't count. So for me, like Kristen doesn't count, Amy doesn't count, because they're all 2013. Still love you guys, but you don't count. So there you also have a maximum of 61 points. So when you max out, if you max out at these 2, the rest of your points have to come from your incremental ATV. And then obviously your total points, okay? So for Premier, you don't have a minimum or a maximum. So you could literally get all of your 135 Premier points just from your Coaches Hitting Success Club or just from your personally sponsored coach PV. Doesn't matter where it comes from. And that one you need to be 2-star on December 31st. Okay. So I wrote down some elite tips for you guys. This is what I did last year when I was qualifying during Christmas, because no matter what, I know Kristen says she doesn't want to be worrying about Christmas time, but even if you have 5-star left, you're still worrying about Christmas time, making sure that everybody is good as far as diamond. So you want to pick, if you don't have 5, you want to pick your elite 5. Obviously you're going to work with any coach that says they want to go diamond, but these are obviously the coaches that have skin in the game, the ones that have the potential to go diamond. You can even say to them, I would like you to be part of my elite 5, whatever you need to do. That was something that I did. You want to get an elite calendar that you can color code. So mine was a whiteboard board and it was an actual calendar. So I wrote down how many days left until I hit elite. And this was for December because I really needed to mark every Wednesday. I had it circled where I had to go in and make sure everybody was okay, even a little note on Monday to check. And then I had on January 1, Elite, and I literally crossed off every day that I was good. And if I needed to fix something, I wrote down what I needed to fix by X date on that day so that I knew I was tracking. And then you want to remember, don't stress, okay, because it just makes sense. It's really hard not to stress about this if it's one of your big goals, but it's a good accomplishment, but don't ruin things over it. It's pretty much my 2 cents about it. It's not the end all be all of your business. So does this make sense to everyone now that I've explained it a little bit more? Yes. Does anybody have any questions? What if you don't have any for 2014? Well, then it's just your 2015. Amanda, do you mean for your incremental ATV or your personally sponsored coaches hitting success?
For the incremental ATV for 2014.
Yeah, so when you hit 10,000, you'll get a point.
Okay.
So whatever you end with this year will be your thing next year that you got to get 10,000 above. Okay, so it's always 10,000. So every 10,000 above what you had the year before, which was 0, so 10,000, you would get a point. So I'm assuming you have a point in there, at least? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that makes sense. Now it's your time to ask questions while I erase my beautiful artwork to go on to the live demo. My poor artwork. Nobody has any questions. Come on. So everybody knows exactly what they're looking for. The Elite 10 and Top Coach ones are pretty much, yes, they have all categories in them except for the incremental ATV that count towards those points, but it really comes from how many coaches you have hitting Success Club, honestly. That's where they get those points from. Okay?
All right, this is a dumb question, but I just hit Diamond last week. I only have 2 working coaches. So I haven't even received this email to understand any sort of visuals that you just made. Is this geared towards people who have all working coaches? Like, I'm not going to hit any of that stuff I'm obviously not going to grow my business with discount coaches.
Right. No, you can't grow a business with discount coaches. You can't hit Elite. I mean, it'll grow slow because hopefully your discount coaches will become working coaches because they love the products and the programs, but it'll just be slower. So the Elite report is for those who are shooting for Elite, who have working coaches trying to go Diamond and, all that good stuff, or Premier as far as, 2 working coaches trying to go Diamond. It's not to say that it can't happen for you. You would just be pushing for working coaches instead of discounts. Yeah.
I mean, obviously trying, but yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I only had 2 working coaches last year and I hit Premier. I had all my Elite points. I just didn't have my Diamonds. So even if you are thinking that Elite, which is totally in your reach right now, you can totally do it. But if you're thinking, as a backup plan, Premier, I mean, it's totally doable because, like I said, I had Bianca was my only working coach and all I had was discounts. It wasn't really until this year that I started recruiting working coaches. So you can do it.
Yeah, so that was my first year as a coach. I was shooting for Elite, but I did not have the 5 diamonds you needed. So I had the points as well, but I didn't have the diamonds. So I ended up with 2-star Premier as well. So it's definitely one of those is in the reach. Just depends on, you really focusing on from now until November 18th, 19th, or 20th, whatever that qualification is, the last week to qualify, is just focusing on working coaches, 100%. Okay. So just let me fill this out real quick. Okay. So trending your elite points. Okay, so you're going to have your personally sponsored coach Success Club and your personally sponsored coach PV. You're going to take those numbers. So whatever you have in that column, you're going to take the number. So we're going to do the personally sponsored coach PV or Success Club first. So, I mean, they're both the same number, but, oh no, they're not. Just kidding. It's 26. And you're going to, let me get my handy dandy calculator. You're going to take the number that you have and divide it by 7. Okay, because that is how many months we have been rolling out with this. Okay, because we have 7 elite reports because of July. So this is your 7th. So 36 divided by 7 equals 5.14. Okay. And then you're going to take that number and multiply it by 12 because there's 12 months in the year. You are left with 61. Okay. So if nothing changed and you only had the same amount of coaches hitting Success Club for the rest of the year, at 36, this is what Mary W. has, she would end with 61 personally sponsored coach hitting Success Club points. Okay, nothing changed. She never added any coaches. She didn't drop any coaches. She just coasted through 100%. Okay, same formula for the personally sponsored coach PV. So 26 divided by 7 is 3.71 times 12 is 44. Now, she's not capped out because the cap out for each one of these is 61. So if you add these two up, 61 plus 44, she's at 105 points, right? Well, she needs 135, so she still needs 25 points. If nothing changed and her coaches were not hitting 500 PV any more than they are now, she would end the year without the ATV at 105. But if you look at her incremental ATV, it's going to get hard because these are really big numbers. You want to take your 2015, so this year's ATV, and which hers was 652,526. And you want to divide that by 7. It's really hard. You really need a really big whiteboard. 652,526 divided by 7 equals 93,218. Okay? There, you want to multiply that by 12. 12 is 1,118,616 incremental ATV points, or in ATV. Okay, so that's what they would end. That's what Mary would end with at the end of the year, right? It's a lot, but now she needs to have 10,000 above what she had in 2014. So you want to take the answer and subtract. You want to take this answer and subtract that from 2014's ATV. Okay, write this down. I'm going to put this down. Minus 646,048 minus 646. She's left with 472,568. Okay. Now you have to divide that by 10,000 because you got to be 10,000 above. Divided by 10,000 equals, divided by 10,000 equals 47. So the cap out for this is 40. Okay, for that area. So it should be 7 above that. So if you take her cap out, which would be 40, plus her 44, plus her 61, she's at 145 elite points. So she's 10 above. So this is if Nothing changed in her business. Absolutely nothing. This is how she ended the year, 100%. She's trending to hit 145 elite points. Does this make sense? So it's a formula. Do you need me to go over it again? I'll just go over the formula. You're going to take your elite report, and the first number is going to be your incremental ATV. I suggest you do that last because it's just more involved. Your next number is going to be your personally sponsored coach PV. You're going to take that number, whatever is in your points column. Remember, there's 2 points columns for elite. There's the points and there's the max. You're going to take whatever's in your point column and divide that by 7. It's going to look like this. I'm going to write down the formula for you. You guys can just copy it down. Okay, so your personally sponsored coach PV. You're going to take the points that you have, divide by 7, times by 12 equals. There you go. Okay. And the blank is where you were doing what?
The last one for ATV, can you do that formula? Because that was a little different.
Yeah, I'm going to write them all down.
Okay.
So then you're going to have your personally sponsored Coach Success Club, which is your points that you have in that column, divided by 7 times 12 equals. Now, obviously, when you do it for next month, it's going to be times 8. So whatever month you're in, you're going to times 5. So that's the personally sponsored Coach Success Club. Same formula. Okay, and then the ATV, which is why I said to do it last. You're going to take your 2015 ATV points, or number, sorry. Number. You're going to divide that by 7, and that's going to give you a different number, obviously, and then times 12. So this is what the first half of the formula looks like. So you're going to take your 2015 ATV number. You're going to divide it by 7. You're going to multiply that number by 12. Okay? Then whatever your answer is, you are going to subtract from 2014 ATV number. See how this is working? And then you're going to take that answer and divide it by 10,000 to get your points.
So, Kaylee, because I don't have any 2014 points, I would just take my 2015 ATV after I've done that formula and just take that answer and divide that by 10,000, correct?
You're going to, well, sure. Oh, my pen is leaking. I'd actually have to do the math on it because I don't know what you would actually do for that.
Okay.
Let me figure it out. I'm not gonna figure it out right now because it'd be like a whole bunch of silence, but I'll message it to you.
Okay.
Because there is a different way because you're not, you
I'm not
could,
comparing
no,
myself.
pretty much you're gonna divide by 7 because we've already been 7 months in.
Right, did that.
Whatever your ATV is now, and then you're gonna multiply it by 12 because that's for the year. That's what you're gonna, and then you're gonna divide it by 10,000.
Yeah, I did that. Okay. All right, just checking.
You should get a pretty number.
I mean, it's not that pretty, but yeah.
As long as it's over 13, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, and that's if nothing changed. That's if you didn't add any more working coaches to your coaches didn't add any more working coaches, because your ATV is 3 levels down.
Right.
Okay, so it's important to know. Any other questions?
Yeah, Kaylee, on the elite report, it says if you advance a certain amount of coaches to Diamond, that they will multiply your ATV. Do you know what that's about?
I do. Let me tell you what that is about. I actually have it right here. The ATV multiplier. I'm going to read it to you. It is, the ATV multiplier is an opportunity for coaches to increase their ATV and earn more elite points by advancing more diamonds. Okay, so this is going to go totally against the whole volume training that we're doing, but that's okay. There are 2 types of ATV multipliers. You can have, each multiplier is totaled and applied at the end of the year on December 31st. So you won't know until then, okay? So keep that in mind. The ATV multiplier is not applied in calculating Elite 10, Top Coach of the Year, Premier Qualifications, or calculating any tiebreakers or like Top 10 and stuff like that. So the 2 ways. One is advance 4 to 5 personally sponsored coach to Diamond in 2015. And the 2015, just the 2015 ATV will be increased by 10%. Okay, and like I said, you won't know this until the very end of the year. Number 2 is advance 6+ personally sponsored coaches to Diamond in 2015. And the 2015 ATV will be increased by 20%. All diamonds must be paid diamond on bonus week ending on December 30th in order for the ATV multiplier to be applied.
So will they take your 2015 ATV, 10% of that, and multiply it? Like, that would make it a whole lot more.
No, so they're gonna increase it by 10%. So 10% of your 2015 ATV, they're gonna add that to it. So, you know, if your ATV was 10, they would give you 1 point. You know, like you would add 1 to that. Does that make sense? Because that's 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it does, because the way I read it, it said that it would multiply it by 10%. So it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it would just be increased by 10%.
Okay, so say you had 10 points, they would give you an extra point.
Well, they would give you, if you had 10 ATV in 2015, if your ATV was 10 for that year, which, but that's just easy math.
Right.
They would give you, that you would have 11 ATV
Gotcha.
in 2015 because they're going to increase it by 10%.
Gotcha.
So 10% of 10 is 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for 6+ diamonds, you get 20% increase.
Okay. That could help.
Yeah, I don't think any of you are going to have a problem with the ATV area, even if you don't have points yet. I think I have 1. If that puts it
I
in,
have 2. Woohoo!
that puts it in any perspective for you, I have 1 in that area, and that's just because my ATV from 2 years is high. So, and it's only going to go up, you know. I think I was told by corporate that by the end of the year, my 3 levels are trending to do another $500,000 in sales. So my ATV next year is going to be up over $1 million. So, you know, like that's just how it rolls. And like I said, once you hit that 1 point, it just accrues a lot faster because obviously it takes a lot longer to get to 200,000 in 10 rather than 10,000. So 10,000 ATV through 3 levels is nothing. So so let me touch base on that. There's nothing you can do to increase that yourself. Okay, it all comes from personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club. They all roll up. If they're hitting Success Club with challengers, they're your personally sponsored coach PV of 500 and above is going up because they have the PV from the challengers. If that's happening and they're hitting Success Club and their PV is going up, your ATV volume is going up. So it kind of, even though it's placed ATV, personally sponsored coach PV, and personally sponsored coach Success Club, it actually works the opposite way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So don't freak out about the incremental ATV. I know everybody does. And they freak out about that number 13. Don't freak out. That makes sense? Everybody good? No questions? No concerns? I'm sure things will arise as you get closer. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not happening. And I know that in some situations with your, I have to check with corporate because she said it to me on the call and I didn't question her because we were talking about something completely different. It just like slipped in there. But you don't have to have, well, at least is what I thought I heard her say. You don't have to have a minimum of 13 in the incremental ATV if you have something else somewhere else. So I'm going to ask her when I get on a phone call with her on Monday, and I'll post it in the group. It has to do with, I believe, maxing out at the other two with your points. But I'm not 100% sure. So just keep in mind, just tell yourself you need 13 there. It shouldn't be hard. Okay? Everybody have a plan? An action plan? Don't feel the stress of 5-star. Premier is amazing too. It's still top 0.01% of the company. You know? And let me know about that group, the volume group. We're going to be focusing our attention on the leadership ladder. So next week's phone call is going to be based off of that. There's some speculation going around in the company that, which I was telling Amy today, we don't know if it's 100% true or going to be true. We don't know. But the speculation going around that the bonus pools for Star Diamonds are going to be switched to leadership bonuses from the leadership ladder. So it's good to brush up on what that is all about. So we're going to go over that and how to achieve each status. And that goes hand in hand with us starting on August 31st with the volume drive, because what is holding back pretty much every single coach on every single team from moving up on that leadership ladder is volume related. So it's important. Okay. Any questions? Any concerns? Any questions about anything? Everybody want to go to bed? I do too. Okay. If you have any questions, just post them in the group. I hope that was helpful. Make a plan. Let us know your plan. We're here. Support. Woo. All right. Have a good night, everyone.